Welcome back to another spring cleaning video. Jumping back into it here after my family was sick for a couple of weeks with norovirus. I'm so thankful that we're all feeling better and also thankful to be back to the deep cleaning, decluttering, and organizing that I had planned to finish in April. I asked AI to create me a 30-day spring cleaning schedule, and that is what I have been going off of to clean my entire house top to bottom. The 30 days of spring cleaning had to be put on hold when my kids came down with norovirus because taking care of 4 young children with norovirus is no joke. We left off after decluttering and deep cleaning in 2 of the 3 kids' bedrooms, and now we are focusing on the 3rd. My goal was to have all of my spring cleaning done by April 30th, but because we are beyond that date at this point, rather than posting a shorter video every single day like I was in April, I'm going to group the tasks together in order to expedite this spring cleaning process. There are only a few rooms left in my house to declutter, deep clean, and organize, and I'm hoping to get this done as efficiently as possible. So in today's video, we are in my oldest son's room. It is very messy in here, and yes, he is completely capable of cleaning up his own room. He is 7 years old, and like I said, completely capable, but in an effort to keep things moving along and keep things efficient, I'm going to clean up in here real quick, which is no big deal once in a while. It's really hard for me to declutter and deep clean in a messy space, so that is how I start all of my spring cleaning videos, is by first picking up, then doing the decluttering. Once the entire space is completely picked up and decluttered, then I can start on the deep cleaning. If you have a small space that needs to be deep cleaned, decluttered, or organized, now is the time to do it. This video is about 20 minutes long. Take this time while the video is playing and go clean, declutter, or organize that small space. I promise it will feel so good to get even a small area done, especially if it's an area you've been neglecting or just putting off. For example, a drop zone. I have lots of drop zones in my house, and every time I clear that area off, it feels like a weight lifted off my shoulders. I'm also notorious for having doom boxes around my house, just things in different bins or bags or boxes that collect after I'm done cleaning up a room. So for example, if I find random items in Noah's room, I'll put them all in a bag with the great intention to put everything in its proper place once I'm completely done, and I never end up getting to it. In fact, I don't think there has ever been a single time when I have actually followed through with my plan of putting everything away once I was done. It seems to be one of those out of sight, out of mind things to me. It's a small bag, and I'm always like, I'll just get to it tomorrow, I'll get to it tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and before I know it, it's been like 2 or 3 weeks. There always seems to be something more important to do than just put away these small little things in this one bag. Well, this one bag always turns into multiple bags, which turns into a big box and then a laundry basket. One thing always leads to the next, and before I know it, I have doom boxes all around my house. I'm saying this, so if you do anything similar to this, grab one of those doom boxes that you have and empty it. Put everything away during this video. It will feel so good. I also think it's important to mention things like that because this is real life. My home is lived in. I am far from perfect, and I do have bad habits here and there. I'm somebody who is continuously working on myself. I have lots of drive and passion and purpose, and I believe I'm a very positive person, but with this, I also think it's important to recognize my bad habits and continuously work on them. That does not mean I'm going to change them overnight, but as long as I know that they're there, I am always continuously working on them. And hey, I don't think I mentioned yet, but if you love watching cleaning, decluttering, and organizing, make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I would love to have you here. I love sharing all kinds of homemaking, like I said, cleaning, decluttering, organizing, some home makeovers, and just all things uplifting, motivating, encouraging, real life, mom life. If that sounds like something you would enjoy watching, like I said, make sure you subscribe. Alright, so after picking up in Noah's room, I took the sheets off the bed. Those are in the wash, and it's time to go through his clothes. While I'm going through and decluttering them, I basically just washed everything, so I'm going through them, folding them at the same time as decluttering them, and I'll also be bringing in a second laundry basket of his clothes, decluttering and folding those too. Before putting them away, I'm going to deep clean in his closet. After picking up a little bit, and before we get to the deep cleaning, I wanted to take a second to test out some Dreamy G-Series wet and dry vacuums. If you've never used a wet and dry vacuum before, you have no idea what you are missing out on. The first one I'm sharing is the G10 combo. I love this combo because it comes with both the floor washer and a separate vacuum. It has a 2-in-1 design with a detachable motor, so you're able to tackle wet and dry messes on hard floors and tackle dry messes on carpet. This is a great option if you have a home like mine. The main level in my home has mostly hard floors, but I do have one room with carpet. Then the second level in my home is mostly carpeted with 3 rooms that have tile. This wet and dry vacuum has a max runtime of 50 minutes and edge-to-edge cleaning on a single side. It has 4 different modes: standard, turbo, quiet, and suction. You can switch between them easily with the press of a button, and with 16,000 PA suction power, you can easily tackle both wet and dry messes. Cleaning the wet and dry vacuum is effortless with one press self-clean with fresh water. It has large capacity dual water tanks which holds more clean water, and I just love that this option offers the 2-in-1 combination cleaning. Next, I want to share the G10 Pro. One of the major differences between the G10 Pro and the G10 Combo is that the edge-to-edge cleaning on the Pro is both sides rather than just one side. Some similarities between the two are the suction power, the size of the clean water tank, which is 900 milliliters, the size of the dirty water tank, which is 700 milliliters, and the different modes the wet and dry vacuum can go into. Nobody likes going over messes more than one time, and both the G10 Pro and the G10 Combo have one pass cleaning. Between the one pass cleaning and the one press self-cleaning, cleaning up messes is effortless. The G10 Pro is a great option if you only have hard floors throughout your home. Click the link in my description to check out the Dreamy G series. Thank you so much to Dreamy for sponsoring today's video. Now I'm getting started on the deep cleaning in the closet before putting any of Noah's clothes away. As you can see right now, he has a bunch of built Legos in his closet. I really want to give him a nice makeover in his room and add some shelving so his built Legos aren't tucked away. I'd love for him to be able to display them and just show them off. I think he works really hard on them, and I'd love to do that for him. As with every makeover in this home, it will all happen in good time since we just moved in December 2023, which kind of seems like a long time ago now, but it doesn't feel like that long ago, and we're just doing makeovers when we can, a little bit at a time. They take a long time. As a homeschooling mom of 4 little ones, doing a complete room makeover takes me about 2 to 3 weeks to get everything finished. At this point, I feel like I need to schedule out like doing 1 room makeover a month, or maybe that's too much even. Maybe 1 room makeover every 2 or 3 months. Because once I do a room makeover, I am a little bit burnt out from the painting and the decorating. As much as I always love the end result, I always love how my makeovers turn out, I don't necessarily love the process. I feel like every room makeover I've ever done is a trust the process type of makeover. I start and I'm like, what am I doing? What did I get myself into? But when it's all done, I absolutely love it. I wanted to give a moment for some of Noah's built Legos. He had so many more, but he took them apart here and there, but these are the ones that he's kept intact and safe in his closet. Next, I'm going to put all of Noah's clothes away in his closet and continue moving through the room, decluttering and deep cleaning. Yeah. Yes, you are.
Why?
I don't know.
Are you gonna keep this part?
Do you want me to?
Part of it.
What part of it?
When I walked in.
Noah is so sweet and so cute. He always loves being on camera, but I always make sure he wants to be there. And even when I'm editing, I'll call him in my office and be like, hey, do you like this? Do you want me to keep this in this video? Sometimes he'll say yes and sometimes he'll say no. Even that small clip that I shared that he wanted me to keep in there, it was originally a little bit longer and I thought it was so cute, but he wanted me to take some of it out, and that is totally fine. I'm never going to be that type of person that forces my kids to be on camera. I think that is weird in my personal opinion, but to each their own. It's just not my thing, but of course you're going to see them pop in and out because they live here too. I did vacuum around the bed before moving it back, and I also vacuumed the room when I was done cleaning. I just didn't get any footage of it, unfortunately, but that part of the cleaning definitely did happen. However, part of the room that I didn't clean that I didn't realize until I was editing this video is the window track, and the mirror. In every other room that I've deep cleaned, I have done that, and I realized I will have to go back and do that because for some reason I didn't do it while I was in there. Noah had so many clothes in his room that needed to be decluttered. They were all too small for him, but I am not donating any of them. These ones I will be keeping for his little brother Wyatt. Noah keeps his clothes in really good condition, besides some sweatpants that may have a hole in the knee, but for the most part, he keeps his clothes really nice. These will be packed away in the basement for about a year or so when Wyatt gets to this size. The next thing I'm going to do is make the bed. It's taken all day to clean, declutter, and organize this room. The sheets have been washed and dried, and now it's time to put them back on. Thank you so much for being here and watching today's video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.